Hey there, it's P, your realtor. When we first met, you may recall me mentioning something along the lines of how important it is, especially in this market, to have an agent that goes above and beyond in many ways for you. And I'm about to show you one way that I try to go above and beyond for you. So how often is it that we get a really important email and then all of a sudden it is buried in the black abyss of our email inbox? Hopefully that's not just me, because that would be embarrassing. Welcome to your client portal. I designed this as a way to combat the issue of losing those things, because the real estate transaction process is no time to be misplacing important documents and such. So I wanted to create and design something for you where everything is in one place. Buying a house can already be intimidating enough, especially if you've never done it before. And I want to, and it's also kind of my job to make sure to do everything in my power to make this process less scary and more fun and just exciting, because look at you go. You're buying a house, and that is so cool, and I'm so proud of you. So let's get to it. Let's go see your client portal. As I mentioned before, in trying to figure out how to be a better agent for you, this is one of those things that I came up with, and let's walk through it. So first things first, answers to your questions. There's going to be about 1 million of them throughout this process. So the big ones that maybe took me a little bit of effort to find the answers to must mean it's important. So I'll throw those main ones in here, like restrictions on RVs or something like that you really needed to know. I'll put those there so that you can always reference back to them or ask me any follow-ups, and I'll add those in there too. And next, we got your timeline. This is the exciting part. This is your house, okay? So, well, maybe not your house, unless you do live on 123 Main Street, which would be pretty dope. But this is where your house will be. And as we go through the process, just for fun, we'll bring this through the timeline, right? But here are the couple most important things. First of all, throughout this transaction, there are so many critical dates. So I wanted to put them all in one place so that you and I can both keep track of them and make sure that everything is squared away as it should be. As we go through them, I'll just check them off so that we know what's the next step and where we're at date-wise. Probably the most important part for you is the money, the cash. So here I break down your financing situation. So how much it costs, what you put down, how much you finance, the option fee and earnest money, just basically anything so that we don't have to keep going back to the contract and referencing it. Which leads me to my next place, which is documents. So there's also a lot of documents. There's just a lot of everything. And that's why I wanted to put it in one place. So under documents, I throw up here the MLS listing so that you have all the details. The survey and title commitment once we get it, the contract itself, any addendums and amendments to that contract, and the buyer's rep agreement. This is just kind of a buyer's guide to walk you through the basics of the transaction process. This is your portal. If you have any questions about anything at all, let me know, and I'll put it here in the answers to your questions. I'm just kidding. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you like it. And I hope that it makes this long, sometimes tedious process a little bit easier. As always, it's such a pleasure to work with you. Thanks for choosing me as your realtor, and let's buy that house.